What's up, YouTube? JustGav here, bringing you guys a brand new video up onto the channel. And in today's video, Battlefield, or well, DICE on their Battlefield comms Twitter, have released a Battlefield 6 community update open beta debrief. I quickly skimmed through it, read a little bit of it, saw what they were really talking about, the changes they're going to make, etc., etc. And I think we're gonna read through it together here. I don't know if I'll scroll through this live or if I'll edit the video, put some gameplay behind it, and then put screenshots. I haven't decided yet. But like I said, I skimmed through it. I'm going to read through it with you guys, though. And yeah, here we go. Starts with, hello, everyone. Thank you to everyone who joined us during the Battlefield 6 Open Beta weekends. Your passion and feedback have been invaluable, with tens of thousands connecting on Discord to play together, over 600,000 hours streamed, and over 30 million hours watched. Your enthusiasm and participation is what made it great. Initial learnings and in-game changes. Here we go, meat and potatoes, baby. As we approach the launch of Battlefield 6 on October 10th, we'd like to take a moment to look back at the recent open betas, share our key learnings and in-game changes we're making based on your feedback and in-game data. First on the docket, weapons. We're making targeted adjustments to deliver a more consistent and rewarding gunplay experience. This includes a general pass on recoil and tap firing characteristics across all weapons, further emphasizing their unique feel and improving range differentiation. We've also made changes to encourage more controllable tap firing and burst firing, rewarding precision and weapon mastery. Additionally, the M87A1, the shoddy shotgun, now requires more pellets to secure a kill. We are investigating the time to kill / time to death experiences, and we will share an update if definitive changes are made in these areas. Thank God. As a matter of fact, strap the shotgun, strap the snipers to the rocket on orbital, shoot it into space, and blow it up. How about we just remove them from the game? Base, thoughts? No? Okay. Moving on. Good changes to the weapons. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Now, this is the one that might get people a little riled up, but if you know, the movement, which is the next thing we're going to talk about, read-through, was bugged. There was a momentum bug. You could, like, infinitely slide. The jumping momentum was weird. The first time I ever spawned into the game, I was like, something's wrong and something's weird. You can go look at the VOD, go look at the video, wherever it is, whichever VOD it is. I immediately picked up on something being wrong. Turns out I was right. Movement mechanics have been adjusted to create a more balanced and traditional Battlefield experience. Momentum, especially horizontal speed, carried from a slide into a jump, has been reduced. There is now a greater penalty for consecutive jumps. This was always the plan. It was bugged in the beta, which lowers jump height when jumps are spammed. Firing while jumping or sliding will result in increase in accuracy. We already knew that. Just throw a laser on your gun, hip fire around, and you'll be fine. These changes are designed to make sliding and jumping more situational, so they are no longer ideal options for engaging in gunfights. We'll see about that. And will contribute to a gameplay pace that rewards skillful movement without becoming too fast or unpredictable. So they still want to keep their movement. They're being pretty vague here because they're saying like, oh, there's going to be some inaccuracy penalty, something, but they're not saying, we won't know until we play, right? But they're being oddly vague. If I had to guess, they're not super duper huge changes, but the movement was bugged in the beta, so I completely understand this. Parachute physics have also been retuned with reduced initial acceleration when opening the parachute for more controlled aerial movement. When you opened your parachute, it's like you were basically teleporting across the map. It was insane. So, good changes. Maps. We observed some players finding a way to reach rooftops and venture out of bounds. This gameplay is not intended for these maps, and the upcoming ladder for the assault class is also not designed to access these areas. We're actively working on adjustments to prevent unintended access to ensure gameplay stays within the intended boundaries. Good. We also heard strong feedback from players excited by the larger scale maps that Battlefield has to offer. While the open beta featured smaller, more fast-paced maps, larger scale maps are already part of our launch package, delivering action-packed gameplay and memorable, unique moments for every player. As part of the unique Battlefield Labs testing, we'll be testing 2 new multiplayer maps. One set in Merrick Valley, the other a remake of fan favorite from Battlefield 3, Operation Firestorm. These 2 maps include the full complement of vehicles to Liberation Peak, Liberation Peak, along with a more vast combat space. So that's good. Modes. When it comes to Rush, the conversation was observed wasn't just about player count, but also about how maps play and the tactical experience they offer. Rush is a mode with deep roots, originally known as Gold Rush in Bad Company, Whether matches typically range from 12v12 to 16v16, many of you remember this is a golden era of Rush, and it continues to inspire our approach today. We've experimented with larger player counts over the years, such as 64 and even 128 player versions. While these matches created intense, fast-paced moments, they also led to issues overwhelming defenses, stalled front lines, and too many games ended in the first sector. Rush is especially sensitive to high player counts due to its tactical and strategic requirements. When a player tries to arm an MCOM while more than 20 opponents are defending, the intended gameplay becomes less tangible. Based on feedback throughout recent titles, we're lowering the default player count to Rush to improve the flow of combat and restore the tactical, methodical experience that defines the mode. What? For those who enjoy large-scale Rush, Portal will allow you to experiment with different player counts at launch. In contrast, Breakthrough is designed to accommodate higher player counts, up to 64 players, and that's where the mode really shines. Using win-loss data from the open beta, we're continuing to make map-by-map balance adjustments towards our goal of 50-50 win ratio for both attackers and defenders. Does that mean they're raising it to 32v32? Because in the beta, it was 24 versus 24. So let's get that number back to 32v32, and we're so back, baby. The approach to player counts. This is a lot. There was some confusion around the number of players in different games, so we wanted to take a moment to clarify our current direction for these, for how these get determined. Rather than locking maps and modes to a fixed player count, our philosophy is to adapt the best fit the intended experience. This may be by map or evolve over time with player feedback. For example, at launch, some Breakthrough layouts will support 48 players, while others will have 64. Interesting. It's one of the many factors we adjust to create the right balance and feel for each scenario. In Breakthrough, higher player counts work well on open dynamic maps, while smaller player groups offer a more focused experience on denser maps. Portal gives players the flexibility to try different settings and find what works best for their group and playstyle. Finding the right balance is an ongoing process as everyone gets familiar with map sizes, lanes, and combat spaces. For now, we found that 8v8 provides a solid starting point for small-scale, fast-paced modes like Team Deathmatch, Squad Deathmatch, Domination, and King of the Hill. Okay. Playlist options. A limited variety of playlist options were created for the open beta to both showcase and test the flexibility of the matchmaking system. For more details on our playlist adjustments, see our posts about open beta weekend 2 playlist options. Playing with both open and closed weapons will continue to be options in Battlefield 6, and we're looking for ways to keep them easily accessible. We recognize that some players experience difficulty finding games to complete the challenge of capturing sectors in Breakthrough or Rush. It wasn't ideal, and we're actively using your feedback and in-game data to review and improve the matchmaking system, with the goal of providing a smoother experience in the future. Reflecting on the open beta and next steps, with the insights gathered during the open beta play sessions, we will be introducing in-game adjustments in upcoming Battlefield Labs events. Stay tuned for progress, updates, and future opportunities to get involved. Join our official Discord, blah, 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 blah. Lastly, thanks for joining the Battlefield 6 open beta. Your feedback and participation made an incredible experience. And then they show a little graphic of most players in Battlefield history, total hours played, total matches played, the different class. That class spawn was actually pretty even. 32% assault, 26% support, 23% engineer, 19% recon. Pretty even Stevens. 337 million kills with shotguns is ridiculous. I'll throw it up on screen for you guys. Almost 200 trillion. Was that trillion? No, $200 billion in damage. Attaboys. So there you have it. I've been yapping. And yeah, some good changes. Again, they're being kind of vague with some of the stuff. The weapon changes, we understand. The movement was kind of vague. Them not budging on like Rush 12v12 is kind of odd to me. If it was, I think they need to make it 16v16. Again, I think Breakthrough on every map should be 32v32. I'm a Breakthrough purist. I'm a Chaos purist. I'm a Farm purist. Just make it 32v32 on every map. Please. Can you please? I like the Chaos. 20v24, 24v24 is cool, but it's kind of when you're used to 32v32. Doesn't matter the map size. I mean, for crying out loud, Breakthrough Unredacted is 32v32 in Battlefield 2042. And it's either completely cancer or it's absolute farm. That's how it should be, you know? Okay, maybe not how it should be, but yeah. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Tell me what you guys think about the changes and some of the feedback that they've taken on and some of the things that they're deciding for the game down below in the comment section. Twitch.tv/JustGav. We will be streaming today. We try to stream every single day, trying to get all those cosmetics in the new free Battle Pass in 2042. Grinding. We're grinding away. So, appreciate you guys. Catch you in the next one. Peace out. Girl Scouts. All the links are down below. Discord, Twitter. Outros are hard. Bye, guys.